Three of the world's most extreme athletes are about to start the journey of a lifetime. Traveling around the world, motivated by one equal goal. They will fly by spectacular landmarks, under bridges and jump buildings in the Far East. Experiencing extreme conditions and amazing landscapes, they will discover that things don't always work out the way they want.
I honestly don't think we should argue about this.
They will test their friendship, explore new cultures, and experience all sides of life, all in the search of the perfect flight.
I think it's more wind now than it was 15 minutes ago. Yeah,
Jokke! How high is this one?
36th floor, big corner.
Recording? Yeah.
Are we good?
It's run a little. 3, 2, 1, step!
Jokke and Ludo has just arrived in Bangkok, Thailand. The goal for this trip is to base jump from a skyscraper somewhere in the city. Espen will join them in 3 days, but until then, the guys will check out potential buildings and landing areas.
We just arrived in Bangkok, and this is one of the trips that I've been looking forward to the most. And we're gonna do nothing but fun base jumps off buildings. It's scariness that actually makes me very aware of what I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna do it, and to actually keep my mind where it's supposed to be and not just fuck around, you know?
Jumping in building, especially in Bangkok, like in that place, that's a lot of different factors that you have to take into consideration. It's Bangkok, so it's a total chaos with the wires, like it's cables everywhere.
So we're checking out landing areas and see how much is going on down there, which is a lot because it's a busy city, so I wouldn't expect anything else.
Building jumps is more Jokke style. He likes that, and somehow he managed to convince me that I should do it. I must admit, I don't feel super good with jumping buildings because I never did it. I have mixed feelings, I'm a little bit nervous.
As far as we see now, of all the buildings that are here, it looks like it's a really sick playground for the boys.
The first night, the guys scout the city to see what kind of landing areas they can find from potential buildings they have chosen. Landing on the highway was currently their only option.
I'm not doing this. No.
I understand that.
No. It's no room. People are driving like crazy. They barely move out of the way for that. I need better chances of survival than that. I don't like it. I don't like it.
know.
The red sky? Oh, we could.
Jumping buildings in Bangkok is definitely hard because some of them you really need to have a good plan.
Well, I would have loved to find another better landing option than the highway, because when we drove past it, it was a lot of cars driving really fast.
I know it's scary, but we're gonna have a look around and see if we can find something else.
So I don't want my canopy to land like on the highway and then get snagged by one of those cars. That would be the end of it. So we're still gonna have a look if it's better now.
Unfortunately, this jump was too high risk, so they have to come up with another solution to get a jump done.
So after trying to do some illegal jumps that didn't actually quite work out, we started looking for the potential of finding some legal possibilities and see if it's possible to actually get some permits. So thankfully to my sponsor, they helped us out by giving us permits to jump the biggest building in Thailand. They're gonna shut down the street, they're gonna give us ambulances, and they're gonna make it everything prepared, so we're gonna have a great session.
On the third day, Espen reunites with the group. He is fired up over the news that Jokke has arranged a legal jump from Thailand's tallest skyscraper, the Bangkok Sky.
We're gonna go and pick up Espen.
I wouldn't call it a once in a lifetime, but rare in my lifetime experience. We have permits to jump on the highest building in Thailand.
Actually, I'm pretty stoked, dude. I love jumping buildings, it's so fun. It's like being inside an action movie and you are the actual stuntman star and everything at once.
Bangkok Tower, the highest building in Thailand. It's a little bit above 300 meters, about 1,000 feet. It's a nice building to jump from. It's quite vertical. When I look around this city, I'm thinking this is a lot of gnarly landing areas.
It's high buildings around the building that we're gonna jump. The landing is kind of small. It's a small street. It makes the wind a little turbulent in it.
I am mentally preparing to land on that narrow street down there. I know from other people's experience that wind conditions can be a little tricky in the town. So I'm just getting used to the visual, how it looks from above.
You really have to put your mind and effort into being able to do a jump. It's not just showing up with your packed parachute and say see ya, you know. You have to actually come up with a really solid plan and stick to it and kind of just have the nerves to live it through. Because sitting and planning a mission like that, it's still a little bit like, oof, you know, you can feel the adrenaline building up. But once you're committing, once you're starting to play the game and do it in real life, that's when the nerves start kicking in.
The next morning, the weather is not looking promising. The wind conditions are far from ideal. Base jumping in this kind of wind from a skyscraper can result in an uncontrolled landing that can be extremely dangerous. They can only hope that the weather will calm down at sunrise.
It basically means that it's strong wind, we have to wait.
It's really bad actually, because the thing is that usually wind is not a big issue because we jump in big open space in the mountains. But in the city, almost just 2 meters per second can be horrible, and it can really fuck you up big time. And you feel here that now it feels like the wind is coming from there, but it's actually coming from over there. So right here, it's so much rotors.
We don't really.
This was one of the last days with actually good-looking weather forecasts. I got a really bad feeling that we're not going to be able to jump here in Bangkok because it was simply hauling ass. And when it comes to jumping in urban environment, not even a tiny gust is acceptable. Now we're going to go up to the balcony and wait for the sunrise. After a couple of hours, the wind finally calmed down a little bit. It wasn't 100% perfect, but it was jumpable. It was just within the limit.
Conditions were not perfect, but that was our chance, and we took it.
After some discussion, Jokke and Ludo are the first guys out. This being Ludo's first building jump ever, he is feeling the nerves.
A bit nervous, I must admit. I'm about to do something I'm not used to, so I know I can do it. It's something not outside of my competence. I know what a base jump is.
You stoked, man?
Yep. That's good. It's allowed to be stoked on a day like this.
I'm a little bit nervous.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking heavy. Oh man, nervous. Oh, I love my job though, but it is pretty nerve-wracking sometimes. All your cameras are good? Ready. Right?
Yeah.
You good as well, my friend? Have a good one, huh? Have fun, buddy. 3, 2, 1, see ya.
Yeah! Yeah! Good job, buddy! Woohoo! Perfect!
That was a very ugly exit, but it was okay. Whew. Yeah, I was a little bit nervous up there, huh?
We decided to go again because it was a really nice building, and I didn't find the landing any problem.
The first jump goes according to plan, and now it's Espen's turn to jump with Jokke. But the second jump is going to be quite different than the first one.
You should get the stuff on so we're ready whenever it's good. I think it's more wind now than it was 15 minutes ago.
The stress level was definitely rising and rising and rising.
I decided to go with Espen, just do a two-way and go straight.
Getting close to ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You ready?
All right.
Okay.
You're first.
Yeah. Recording? Yeah. Recording? Yeah. Let's run a little.
How much you gonna run?
As much as possible.
Dude, not that much, huh?
Ready, Jokke?
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, step.
I was looking down at the city, and then I started to prepare for landing. I was a little bit too close to the street, a little bit too close to the end of the street. Into the turn, I slipped my riser.
Fuck me!
It has never happened before in my life. Because I slipped it, I just kept on turning right. And I tried to grab it again, but I knew that if I let go of the other one as well, I would actually hit into the spectators. That is just not an option. So I crashed into the building. I basically fell down from 6-7 meters with no canopy and straight into the street.
Yeah, I am in pain, so I gotta check out my legs.
Not good at all. Not good. My lowest moment in life when it comes to risk management. Totally embarrassing.
Fucking painful.
In the next episode of The Perfect Flight, the guys have traveled to their final destination of the season, Switzerland.
Come down here. Come
Now,
just on
then
the outside of that
continue
tree.
on the slope here.
This might just be the place where they find the perfect flight.